Hello and welcome to Heroes of History. This time we are looking into Ada Lovelace, and well, she's a genius siege unit and almost 700 in attack and 531 defense, which is rather good. Hit points 5700, and let's look into if she got something special in here. 247, 60 hits per minute, 6 range, slow movement. Well, that's not anything special in that regard. She has an ability called Logic Bomb, which is an area strike burn thing. It detonates an explosion targeting the biggest cluster of enemy units, dealing 200% damage in a range of 1.5. That's not a very large range, it's actually quite small one. Has a 33% chance to burn affected enemies for 126% damage over 6 seconds. Well, that's not well, it's great that 1/3 of them will actually get a lot of extra burn damage, but I'd rather have it instantly. But that's just me that likes to see everything burn instantly. Let's look into if she is good or not, and go into the campaign map here and go up here to the 16th province, starting with battle number 1. I have chosen that I like dependable, and thus that Marco Polo guy has to go. This is why I chose him off, because looking all over these 3 area damages that was there before, it was almost the same abilities they have. So let's see here if Ada Lovelace is better or not, because well, she'll have to be, otherwise I have probably chosen wrong by already upgrading Marco Polo to level 60, because then he doesn't anymore fit into this test phase. But we'll manage, and we'll find another hero that can actually perform well in this area. It doesn't look too good. Getting a 3-star here is kind of bad. As you can see here, he'll die there. That was early. So the area damage perspective doesn't work too well right now. Even though that area damage she just threw there at a Lovelace, well, it was effective enough when you look at it that way, but the number of stars we turn out having here wasn't great. It was actually a bit of a disaster, I think. And AAA took the prize. It's not because Ada Lovelace gave it bad amount of damage. Well, in some ways it just wasn't enough. Mainly because, well, the strike area didn't really benefit the first frontline units as much as I would have hoped to, and well, she's a bit of a slow thrower, as you can see. She'll be the last one to use her ability, which means everyone else is being under attack for a bit longer than than we would prefer if we are to have our units survive here. As you can see here again, everyone else is trying to throw damage, but she has still not thrown her for the second time. It comes there, and now it's already 2 heroes dead, which is, well, it's pretty disastrous, if I may say so, because this has been well, an almost certain 3-star for the last many battles when I run this test, and now we're only getting 1 star, which is kind of ridiculous. But she just isn't better when you look at the pure stats here, and we have Tribulate pulling the load here. And so far Ada Lovelace has fallen through for being too slow at using her ability, but let's see if, well, she can turn that around and use it to her advantage here in the next battle. But so far, well, I'm not too happy about her. Simply, well, she kills units too slowly to actually keep the team alive, and that way she becomes a liability, and well, that's a reason why you should also look into when your heroes are throwing their abilities, because it might be the thing that changes whether or not they are suitable for the job or not. They might give more damage later on, but it's well, it's no use if the battle is already over before they even get to, well, throwing their ability. Then it doesn't really matter how good they are when they finally use their ability. Now let's see the battle stats here. It wasn't too bad, but that has also mainly been a 3-star for a long time, and now we have 3 in a row, but it didn't turn out to be a 3-star. Now let's continue here and take battle number 7 in this province, which has, well, for a lot of tests now, been the hardest one to get to even hold on to a 2-star. I'm a little fear that it might even turn out to be a no-show of winning, which is it's rather hard to have that low expectation in your heroes that they might even make you lose a battle, which would be the perfect disaster. I mean, literally, we haven't been turned down by our 2-stars in a long time to survive the battles here. So having a 3-star that drags the whole team down would be a muck, to be honest, and it's not looking good now. We're already down on the 2-star. If one more dies, we're down at 1-star. And yes, she is a bit of a... I don't really find the battles she excels in, and which seems a kind of the game is mocking me. So let's see the battle stats here before turning to the last battle. Now let's turn to battle number 8 in province 16 here and see if Ada Lovelace is anything worth. It's a final chance to prove herself as a valuable team member. Other than wise, I'd say that there is well, several area damages that performs better than her so far, if she doesn't outperform them in this round. Let's see here, that's the second round. That's where we need to really survive if we are to get a 3-star. I don't think we will, unless Ada Lovelace really burns down these enemies. That helped a lot, actually. Impressive as this turned out to be a 3-star. She timed her attacks perfectly this time. So maybe she's not entirely useless, but she didn't make the 2 most valuable play on the team, and she didn't even get the most damage done. Let's look into that. Now, looking at the battle stats, she does way less damage than Marco Polo does. It does, though, more than Ocelotl, so that's, I guess, is a good thing. Even though Ocelotl had a tendency to die as he is a close combat unit. AAA, well, it still does 30,000 plus in average. Amelia Cercia, a small amount more damage. Pythagoras here, average around 30,000. With the good battles, actually 45,000, which is a record for him, I think. Now the Cave Clan, well, a great deal more damage, which, well, it's weird. She's still a healer, so much she hit something. Damage absorbed, well, Ocelotl has taken more damage, way more damage, and well, that has also protected a guy like Pythagoras here. So that is also something that we like him doing, because Pythagoras is not really the guy you want to be your shield, actually. And Finally, let's look over here at the average healing, and the average healing has even been higher, much higher. So I would not recommend you using Ada Lovelace as an area damager. There is better heroes out there. I will say thank you for watching this video.